We are Man vs. Meeple, and for January 23rd through February 5th, 2017, this is What's Next.
Welcome back to What's Next, the bi-weekly show where we talk about all the games coming to your friendly local gaming store. The lists are getting small. It's right after the holidays.
It is.
Not a lot of stuff is shipping out, but we do have a pretty good list right now.
Very solid list.
I will start off with number 5 this week, and it is Spyfall. Part 2. So this is the second iteration from Cryptozoic. It is a 3 to 12 player game, and everyone wants to know what's different in this from the original base game. There's two main differences. One, instead of 8 sets of locations, you have 12 sets of locations. So there's more variety in the game, more things to look at and whatnot. Plus, you can combine it with the original Spyfall, so you have a huge selection of locations to hide in. The second, and probably more profound difference between the two games, is that now you can have 2 spies, depending upon the number of players. That was the big downfall for me for the original Spyfall, is it was really hard to locate around the table which person was lying. In this, now that you have 2, you can ask some really silly questions like, how many animals do you tend to? And if they're talking about a restaurant, they're not going to have any idea what you're talking about, which is fantastic for this style of game. It is a bluffing party-style deduction game. Yeah. Really, really cool. Really great for a large crowd of people.
Yeah, I imagine this will be huge. I mean, the first one was quite the hit, for
Absolutely.
Sure.
I also have number 4.
Yeah, what's number 4?
And this was a game that you and I both have already reviewed, and we absolutely loved. It's Islebound, which is it was from 2016. It's kind of a tableau building worker placement style game.
It's got a lot of things going on.
It's got a really cool nautical theme to it, but what's really, really unique about this expansion is that it adds more buildings. That was the great part about Islebound, is that you had all these truly, truly unique buildings that you could add into your kind of your tableau, right? This one adds 3 new sets of buildings, which all give you intrinsic victory points, but also have a lot more variety in the game. Plus, you can only build these really, really desirable buildings once you've built a previous normal building in the game, which is really, really cool about the game. We loved this game.
Yeah, I like it a lot. In fact, I don't think we played it without this expansion.
No,
right?
we didn't.
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't imagine not playing it. We got it with the Kickstarter version, and you almost have to get this expansion.
Yeah, if you have this, there's no way you're not going to use it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You have number 3, David.
Number 3 is Haru Ichiban.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard about this until recently. It's actually been a game it's been out in the wild for a while now, but just now coming to the U.S. finally.
It's another Bruno game.
And it's Bruno Cathala. So we've got Bruno Cathala. We've got 2-player abstract. Yeah. I mean, it's checking all the boxes for me for sure. But this game, it's really beautiful too, what they've done here. It's lily pads, and you're putting flowers out on these lily pads. And I won't get into all the rules here, but you're basically trying to, create lines or sections or, basically tic-tac-toe achievements, if you will.
Right.
And you reset the game. So you can win it outright by getting 5 diagonal, which would be very difficult.
Right.
But the cool thing is, if you don't get that, you can score points, and when points are scored, the game is reset so that you start going until someone scores enough points to win the game. Yeah, it's very cool. And like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's Bruno Cathala, so it's definitely on my list.
I have number 2. It is called Villages of Valeria. This is another one in Daily Magic Games' line of Valeria series that they have right now. Except this one is a kind of a card drafting hand management game. And you're going to be building out your own village. And there's 3 things I really, really like about this game. We haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I know.
The first thing is the artwork. They always do a fantastic job with their fantasy-style artwork. Number 2 is that it's got the staggered gameplay of Energy Empire, where you're either taking one of 5 different actions, or you're replenishing your goods. So you get to take all the coins back, which replenishes all the abilities that you have. So sometimes you're going to be taking actions, sometimes the other player is going to be replenishing around the table, which is really, really awesome.
I really like games that do that because it makes you pay attention to what your opponents are doing.
Yes.
Because they're doing something differently than you're doing when you're doing it, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, am I playing the right way and playing the right game? Very cool.
And the last thing I really, really like about this game is it has the San Juan style of gameplay. I love San Juan. It's a small box game. This one has 5 actions, as I said. The 5 actions are tax, harvest, build, recruit, or develop. But when you take the action, you get the stronger portion of that action. And then everyone around the table can follow you, but get the lesser of the action. Cool. So each action has 2 abilities in it.
Yeah, it keeps everyone engaged, too, for sure.
I love that style of gameplay. Really, really looking forward to this one, Villages of Valeria. You have number 1.
I am honored to have number 1. This is probably one of our favorite games from last year.
It is.
It's Santorini.
Yes.
It's finally hitting retail. This is the 2-player abstract to end all 2-player abstracts, in my opinion. I mean, that's a category I love. this one nails it so very well. I mean, we've talked about it before in our review, but this game is not only a brilliant two-player abstract at its root in the base game, but they add all of these characters that change the game every single time you play it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to relearn, and in fact, we've played it a ton.
Yeah.
And I'm still using characters that I'm like, oh, that's how that works with this other character.
Yeah.
Because depending on which each character or which each player chooses, it totally changes the game.
Yeah, and there's like 40 to 50 characters in the base game, and then we're looking at it about a month from now, we're going to get the Golden Fleece, which has all the expansion characters, which is even more stuff to play with.
If you're a fan at all of two-player games, abstract games in general, Santorini, in my opinion, is a definite must-have in your collection.
I 100% agree. Make sure you guys watch the ticker below because there's a whole list of them. You can also go to manvsmeeple.com to check out an entire list of all the games coming out over the next 2 weeks. We're going to go right into our friendly local gaming store.
Yeah, this week we're talking about The Portal, and this is they're from Manchester, Connecticut, and they're fairly young, but they're kind of a spin-off of another store, the Time Machine Hobby.
Yeah.
And they got so big, and board games were getting so much bigger that they kind of spun off into their own location. And one of the coolest things about this place, they have like many stores, they have a huge library, they have a huge play area, but they have no cover charge, and they service a pretty significant area. Like all of New England comes to this location, and they have no cover charge and a huge library, so they basically let people come in, try out just about any game that you can imagine for free, which you just don't see too much of around there.
That's key to owning a gaming store, to having that buy-in from people where they can come in and play the games right then and then make the decision whether or not they want to take that game home with them and purchase it or whatnot.
Exactly.
That's huge.
And I think it more often than not works out. Obviously, if I were a game store owner, I'd be concerned about the games just getting beat up.
Yeah.
But they seem to make it work really well there.
Yeah.
Again, the Portal in Manchester, Connecticut, another great location, and it's a really cute and charming location too. It's in this sort of old building, if you will, that you wouldn't really expect to look like a game store.
Yeah. So guys, that is what's next for this week. Make sure you guys, if you want to submit your game store to us,
please do.
Contact us on Facebook or Twitter or our own website, and we'll get back with you guys. Come back in 2 weeks. We have more games.
I'm sure we'll have another big list.
Yeah, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye-bye.